there everybody, my name is chiiiiiiiiile and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again this week. If you're a new viewer, please, before getting into this video, there's a subscribe hyperlink right here at the bottom right corner, your right. Click on that and you'll be automatically subscribed. Alternatively though, you could just go to the subscribe button that's in big black and red, it's bold at the bottom of this here screen. Click on that and you'll be doing the exact same thing. But most importantly though, I want you to focus on that bell icon. Click on that and you'll be automatically subscribed whenever I drop some magic like this gem over here. Today we're having orange juice. I'm here to give you an update on how my first week of being on lockdown has been. I'm not gonna lie and say that I didn't leave the house at all. I did. Because we need to get essential things like bread and milk and, you know, food and pharmaceuticals and all that stuff. So I did leave my place. Everybody is going through it. You know, I go onto my socials and I see people really just expressing how much this is taking from them, in a sense of how, you know, much they have to give up and change their routines. And some people actually have to get out of routines. I know I need to get out of my routine for this lockdown because I had a set routine. We're in this together, they say. You are not, what do they say on the television? You are not locked at home, you are safe at home. Something catchy like that. I'm not too sure, but obviously it's meant to motivate us to chill at home and not feel anything about it. This generation of adolescents or the millennials or Gen Z, we're not used to staying indoors. That's not what we do. We're out there in the streets, we're mingling with the people, we're having ourselves a great time. So this lockdown has proven to be quite a thing. So I just want to say though that for the most part, South Africa has been really compliant with this lockdown, and I'm impressed. You drive out, there's nobody on the road, there's like 4 cars. Even if you're going to the nearest shop to get your essentials, you're not gonna bump into your usual traffic. People are actually at home, stores are closed, gyms are closed. I'm losing my flipping mind, but that's okay. That's okay. We found alternatives like home exercises. Sorry, couldn't say that without actually nearly barfing, because I hate those. When you feel like, why? Understand that it's not just South Africa. It's not just our government that are putting these systems in place. It's literally around the world. Well, Italy has it even harder. So, hey. I am bored eating, and I think we all can agree with that you are bored eating. I know you're bored eating. You're definitely bored eating. Right now, as you're watching this, you've probably got something in front of you and you're stuffing your face. But I can't judge you. You know why? Because I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just not doing it now as I'm filming, because obviously I'm not trying to film myself eating. But I'm really struggling with the whole regulating my eating and making sure that I'm not eating more than I have to. But it's been a struggle because there's lots of junk in that pantry. My housemate and her man came back with like, hey, groceries upon groceries of crisps, of sweets, speckled eggs, jelly tarts, jelly babies, sour worms. How are you supposed to exist in that house, and you're supposed to exist in that house for the next 21 days and not have any of those snacks? Because I feel like snacks are there to be had in between, but I shouldn't, and it's very hard for me to control myself because, hey, food is life, man. You know, my relationship rather with food is a very special one. So it gets very complicated for me sometimes, but I'm trying to soldier through it, and hopefully there won't be an extension to this 21 days, because if there is, I am in a bit of a pickle. I'm cooking every day for a change. That's one good thing that came out of this lockdown, is that I'm cooking every day, I'm preparing meals, I'm having a nice balanced diet, I think. It's just that portion control. Portion control will be my downfall. I cannot go to gym for the next 21 days. So my biggest obstacle right now is getting into the routine of doing home workouts, and I hate those because they're boring. And I like gym for the atmosphere it brings. Listen, whenever I go to gym, I don't speak to anybody, my earphones are on, I'm doing my own thing, but still knowing that there are people around me who are also sort of kind of doing the same thing that you're doing is kind of motivating. It's like going to the library. You know that everybody here is studying, which kind of pushes you to study too. You see that person working and you're like, let me work. That's been taken away from me, and it's kind of very difficult to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and work out with people who are still sleeping in the rooms, and you just feel like, I want to sleep too. But because I'm really trying to keep as much weight down as possible during this 21-day period, I'm waking up at 5. I started running in my complex, and then I read a headline that said that that's not allowed either. So I stopped doing that. I stopped running in my complex, and I started doing a little bit of Taibo in my living room. And listen, to be honest, that Taibo made me sweat more than I usually do when I'm going for my 4-kilometer run. It's not the same, the gains aren't the same, and I don't know if I can take my supplements while doing home workouts, because supplements can go wrong very quickly. It can do bad things to your body, things that you don't want it to do. So also I'm afraid of that. Things are not normal, and it's very hard to adjust. And this is only the first week, guys. First week. Wow. But I am very appreciative of the petrol that I will be saving this month, because there's no back and forth. There's no driving to work and coming back. There's no driving to gym and coming back. There's a bit of a drop and a lag and how I'm actually like managing my money right now. I know it sounds weird, but I feel like because I know that I'm saving money on petrol, I'm kind of like irresponsibly spending a little bit. Week 1 has been kind of scary for me. I've been anxious for most of the time, but I've been trying to calm myself down by doing some home workouts, as I had mentioned earlier on. I'm trying to keep myself as busy as I can be. I'm trying to keep as active as I can be, even though I can't really do much in this state that the country's in. And I just think that also we need to talk about the fact that let's stop fighting amongst each other about what's happening. And I feel like there are certain people who have been put in power to regulate social distancing and social and humanly movement, and I feel like there's a bit of power misusing or misusement. No. And it's just like, we don't need any of that violence right now. Just ask people to go home. This hostility is definitely not needed. I'm not a fan of negativity. I'm not a fan of conflicts. I'm not a fan of clash. So I feel like I foresee a lot of clashing coming, and I'm not happy about that. And I'm not one to politicize a pandemic, but there's no way you can not politicize the pandemic, because when you look at this violence, it's only directed to a certain population of people, a certain group, or let me just say it, a certain race. You know, if you're going to be violent with everybody. You know, be violent with everyone. Don't just choose a certain... It gets to me, Can't just tell somebody to go home and then follow it with a slap 2 split seconds later. But guys, it's week 1. We made it. 2 more weeks to go. I know we're gonna make it through this 21-day lockdown. I know we will. We are a very strong nation. It doesn't matter if you gain a few kgs, okay? It does to me. I don't want to gain any, but if you feel like you don't care about, you know, the weight that you're gonna gain, that's also great, sweetie. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's a Weight Watcher. Make sure you're constantly doing, you know, the things that you need to do in order for you to align your chakras, and speak to the people that matter to you, man, as often as you can, because you do not know when you might lose them. Speak to your family, speak to your friends. Now to tackle the other 2 weeks, and I know we can do it. So yeah, sis, man, thank you so much for coming through to my channel today and listening to me talk some smack about this lockdown. I can't cope, I can't deal with it, but you are here listening to me, and I really do appreciate that. While you're at it, please do follow me on Instagram, just_leashley, that's the handle. Go into my page, look at some pictures, double tap on some of them, or maybe all of them. Comments, let me know what you'd like me to talk about. What would you like me to say to you? What content would you like to see next? Leave that in the comment section, and please do subscribe, either the hyperlink that's at the corner down here or the red subscribe button, but most importantly, hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever I drop some magic. But on that note though, it's your boy Leash dipping out with some YouTube love.